Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Couple quick clarifications. Number one, I am trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below to a totally free 4-part series that walks you through the futures market and how everything works. But as one little thing that maybe gets you interested, especially for those of you that are struggling and annoyed by that pattern day trader rule, which exists with stocks and options, there is zero pattern day trader rule in the futures market. So you have unlimited day trades every single day. Second, I am trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? All that can be found at that link that you see up above on the screen. I'll also put it down in the description area. But in a nutshell, a prop firm is a way for you to put very little of your money at risk, and then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So if you want to learn more about that, then you can, like I said, check out that link. So I will go ahead and pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find a potential trade. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try for a trade here, getting pretty jumpy price action. I'm in and out there. Look at that. For a nice $810 score on that one. If you blinked, you missed it. But yeah, that is the power of futures right there. Drew this line as I was drawing it and trying to get it alerted to the chat room. I do have a private community. It just broke out, left me behind, but I was able to, take a quick scalp on it. But yeah, you gotta like the quick movements like that. Now I'm definitely gonna let things settle down because now it's come all the way back down here. So we'll see what it wants to do, but there we go. I like trades like that for sure. All right, I am looking to take another trade here. Looking like we're getting some consolidation. Oh, missed it. I'll try again if it wants to pull back. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, going to go for an order right there, and I got that. And out there for $45, that was the slower moving contracts. So wanted to start small, and I will try again if it wants to pull back. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, looking like this thing might be wanting to bottom out around here. So let's get a starter spot here. See if we can get more of a bouncer back in the upwards direction. Again, blue line is my entry. Up some more. I like the chances it can bounce from this area here. And I still like the chances that it bounces. And blue line is my average price. Come on, come on, bounce. There we go. So gave myself some flexibility. That's the benefit of starting small. And put 975 in my pocket on that one. Now you may be saying, "Wait, Clay, what do you?" I'm confused. These numbers seem to be fluctuating around. 1 minute you're here, 1 minute you're there. That's because with the prop firms you can have multiple accounts, which is a very powerful thing. You can have several accounts, and then you can eventually copy trade if you want. Not eventually, you can copy trade at any point. So with the prop firm that I'm using, you can have 5 accounts, and then you could copy trade. Meaning, let's just say that trade I copied it, and I had 5 accounts. Now I did not copy it I do have multiple accounts, but I am not copy trading. So you can have multiple accounts and you don't have to copy trade, but copy trading is one of the options you have if within the prop firm world, which makes it pretty crazy. As if I could find my calculator, I'll demonstrate. There we go. There's the calculator. So real quick, let's just say that I had made that trade, which you just saw was $975, right? You saw that trade play out. That was for $975. But let's say that I had, because with the prop firm I'm using, you can have, I think I said this, sorry if I'm repeating myself, 5 accounts. But let's say I actually had 5 accounts and I copied it to my 5 other accounts. So sure, I personally made that trade one time for $975. But if I copied it to the 4 other, if I copied it to my 4 other accounts, that means the trade actually happened 5 times. So I'd have to multiply that by 5. So that would have actually been $4,875, which seems pretty crazy, and it is pretty crazy. But again, that is the power of prop firms and copy trading. With that being said, you got to remember the flip side of that. If you take a trade and then you copy it to your 4 other accounts and then you start behaving badly, you start breaking rules, you start making bad decisions, well, you are copying all those rule breaks and bad decisions and bad behavior to those 4 other accounts also. So it is, you got to keep that in mind too. But yes, if you, are disciplined and all that, then yeah, you can make the same trade where you just make it once, but it's actually occurring 5 times. So, but that is why the account numbers are changing around down there. Because here, I'll show you. I'll go to another account right there. So that's why on that account I made 8. So that's when you saw on the 810. Then I have an account right here, and then I have another account right there. So that's why those numbers are all changing around down there, because it's just hopping around from the different accounts. Yes, right now I have currently 3 accounts. But like I said, you don't have to do 5 accounts. You can do just 1 if you want, but you could go up to 5 accounts and copy trade up to 5 accounts. So it's a pretty cool thing, if you ask me. But yeah, as you saw here across the accounts, things are looking good. And I think I might just call it good. So I am going to go ahead and wrap things up. Before I go, though, if you are interested in learning more about the tools I'm using, how I build consistency, how I manage risk, and most importantly, just making sure you're operating within the right framework as a trader, then there is going to be a lot of value for you here in this free live webinar that I'm offering. So if you go to the link down in the description area or just go to claytrader.com/live, you can learn when the next live class is. So even if you're not a beginner, I'm still confident there's at least going to be a couple of nuggets of wisdom or maybe some good solid reminders for you as a trader to keep in mind, to keep on your mind as you go through your trading journey. So definitely get signed up. And if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know down below. And also as an FYI, I do live stream. So if you're interested in checking out the live stream, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can be made aware of when I do go live, and you can see me trade live. You can ask me questions. You can come hang out. So definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. So like I said, you are made aware of when I do indeed go live. So thanks for hanging out. Everybody take care. Have a good one.